I still remember the way I felt that night, confused, anxious, and more than anything, scared out of my mind. My wife, Emily, had been gone for 2 days. She had flown back to her hometown for a high school reunion, something she had been excited about for weeks. We weren't the kind of couple who texted non-stop, but she always made sure to check in, especially when traveling. This time, though, something felt off. It started small. The first night, she sent a quick text, "Just got in. Catching up with everyone. Love you." Simple. Normal. I wished her a good time and went about my evening. The next morning, I sent her a message, "Hey, how was the reunion?" No response. I figured she was sleeping in, maybe nursing a hangover. By midday, I sent another text. Still nothing. Calls went straight to voicemail. By the evening of the second day, I was pacing the living room, my stomach twisting in knots. It wasn't like her to go completely off the radar. I checked her social media. No updates. I tried calling again, straight to voicemail. I started spiraling, thinking of every possible scenario. Had she lost her phone? Had something happened to her? By midnight, I couldn't take it anymore. I threw clothes into a bag, grabbed my car keys, and was about to drive 5 hours to her hometown when my phone rang. The number was unknown. My heart pounded as I answered. "Hello." A woman's voice, soft and hesitant. "Is this Jack?" "Yes," I said quickly. "Who is this?" A pause. "My name is Claire. I'm a friend of Emily's. I need to talk to you about her." My blood ran cold. "Where is she? Is she okay?" A sharp inhale. "I don't think so. You need to come here now." I didn't ask any more questions. I just drove. The highway was dark and empty. My hands gripped the wheel so tightly my knuckles turned white. My mind raced with worst-case scenarios. Was she hurt? Had she been in an accident, kidnapped, killed? I shook the last thought away violently. By the time I reached Emily's hometown, it was nearly 5 o'clock in the morning. Claire had given me an address, a small motel on the outskirts of town. I pulled into the lot, heart hammering, and knocked on the door to room 214. It opened almost immediately. A woman in her mid-30s stood there, dark circles under her eyes, her face tight with worry. "Jack." I nodded, stepping inside. "Where is Emily?" Claire hesitated, then handed me a phone. "Emily's phone. She left this in my car last night. I've been trying to reach her, too." I stared at it, my stomach twisting. "Where did you last see her?" "At the reunion," Claire said. She was acting strange, distracted. Kept checking over her shoulder like she was afraid of something. A cold sweat broke out on my skin. "Afraid of what?" "I don't know," Claire admitted. "But she left early. Said she wasn't feeling well." I offered to drive her to her hotel, but she asked to be dropped off a few blocks away instead. She got out of the car, and that was the last I saw of her. My pulse thundered in my ears. "And she hasn't been back to her hotel?" Claire shook her head. "I went there first thing this morning. The receptionist said she never came back." My chest tightened. "Then where the hell is she?" I spent the next few hours calling hospitals, police stations, anywhere that might have information. Nothing. Emily had simply vanished. Claire and I retraced her last known steps, driving to the street where she had been dropped off. It was a quiet neighborhood, rows of old houses, dim streetlights flickering. I walked up and down the sidewalk, looking for any sign of her. That was when I noticed it, a small cafe with an outdoor security camera pointing toward the street. The owner was reluctant to help until I practically begged him. He finally agreed to let me check the footage from last night. What I saw made my blood run cold. Emily appeared on the screen, walking quickly, looking over her shoulder. A moment later, a dark sedan pulled up beside her. She stopped, hesitated. The car door opened, and a man stepped out. Even though the footage was grainy, I could see the way her body stiffened, the way she took a step back. Then the man lunged. I shot up from the chair. Pause it. Zoom in on his face. The image was blurry, but my stomach twisted violently. I recognized him. It was Ryan, Emily's ex-boyfriend. I had heard about Ryan before. They had dated back in high school, and from what Emily had told me, it wasn't a good relationship, controlling, manipulative. She had ended things and moved away for college, never looking back. But I remembered the way her voice tightened whenever his name came up. I turned to Claire, my voice tight. Do you know where Ryan lives? Her face paled. Jack, he's bad news. I don't care, I said. Where does he live? She hesitated, then gave me an address, an old house on the edge of town. I didn't think. I just drove. Ryan's house was a crumbling two-story thing, half hidden behind overgrown trees. I parked down the street, heart hammering, and approached on foot. The place was silent, but a light was on upstairs. I crept toward the window, peering in. And there she was. Emily was sitting on a chair, her hands tied in front of her, her face streaked with tears. Ryan stood in front of her, talking, gesturing wildly. I couldn't hear what he was saying, but I saw the way Emily flinched at his every move. Something inside me snapped. I didn't think. I just moved. The next moments were a blur. I kicked the door open. Ryan spun around, his eyes widening. Emily gasped my name. Ryan lunged at me, but I was faster. I tackled him, sending us both crashing to the floor. We struggled, his fists swung wildly, but I was fueled by pure adrenaline. I landed a punch to his jaw, dazing him just long enough to grab Emily and yank her toward the door. We ran out into the night, into my car, speeding away before Ryan could recover. Emily was sobbing, shaking, clinging to me. I thought I was never going to see you again. I held her tight. You're safe now. The police arrested Ryan that night. Turns out he had been stalking Emily for weeks, planning this. He had seen she was coming to town and decided to take his second chance. It took Emily a long time to recover, but she did. And so did we. But even now, years later, I still wake up in cold sweats, remembering that phone call, that moment when I thought I had lost her forever. And I still thank whatever force in the universe made sure I got to her in time.